and small woodland creatures. It is Monday. And you know what that means?
Another week of the Robin Kristen show.
Robin Kristen Show live here on YouTube and Facebook. And it also means I'm hungry because it's like 8:30 at night and we haven't eaten. Though I did have a spoonful of peanut butter prior to our going on to record our show. I'm also happy to tell you, one take, baby.
Well, that was God. I'm thankful that was one take because it's already late and I can't imagine if we had to do more than one. So make sure that you tune in Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern for the newest episode of the Rob and Kristen show.
Hey, I'm going to go duck off, let you do this, and I'll be back. I'm going to go shear everywhere.
Okay. So, once again, if you are still not sure, how do I watch the Robin Kristen show? Go to, if you have Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or a smartphone, just go to your app store and to your mobile device, add Abundant TV. It's free. Just download it and you can watch it right from your mobile device, or you can just add the channel onto Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. It's really easy and it's free. So we want you to join the continuously growing numbers of people that are watching Abundant TV. And we've got a lot of really great programming besides the Robin Kristen show, which we have a lot of fun doing. We've got Carry On with Carrie Hoffmeister that is on Thursday nights. We've got a great show on marriage that is also on Tuesday nights. Carry On is on Tuesday nights as well. And Thursday night we have Dave Mathis's show, Lessons for Life. It's a new show that started a few weeks ago and it's gotten great response. And we've got John Works Too Much, which I think that we have some new episodes that are coming out here pretty soon of John Works Too Much. It's one of my favorite shows to watch because I watch John Works Too Much and I think that I can do every home repair in my house, which I really can't, but he makes it look easy to do. And we have just a lot of other really great programming. A Joy for the Journey with Del Hillsong is also on there. So if you know the Hillsongs, they are also on our network. And some really great teaching series with Dr. Trudy and the Christian View. And then obviously God's View is another talk show that's on. And I mean, I'm going to miss somebody and then I'm going to get called out for not mentioning their show. But we do have a lot of really great shows that are on. One of the things that I wanted to ask is if you are watching us, we're going and doing these little travel pieces in some of our shows, and hey, we're getting ready to head into the summer. And if you have someplace, we're in Ohio, so if it's someplace that we can drive to, in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, whatever, let us know. Hey, you guys really should go visit this little city, this town, go see this particular site. And hey, even if we have to get on a plane, there might be a possibility of us doing that. But let us know. Post a comment here on Facebook, or if you're watching this on YouTube, put a comment below. And hey, just so you know, if you are watching us on Facebook, make sure you head over to our YouTube channel and hit the like button and subscribe. So that really helps us. And there's things that are on YouTube, not just of us, but on things that are on Abundant TV. But there are things that Rob and I do that are on our YouTube channel that are not part of our show, or we might have a really condensed part of it on our show, but then we show more of it on the YouTube channel. So
That's right. So go over to our YouTube channel, which is Abundant TV. Just look it up. You'll see if you see the logo up there, that's what the logo is for that. Do you want me to have you exit stage right even for a moment while you share while I go and
yeah,
talk?
can you and when we come back, can you put the little code up for
Yes.
people to be able to go to the website?
So I'll do that. Exit stage right, even. There we go. Hey, it is so good to be here with you tonight. Be able to talk to everybody and be able to talk a little bit about Abundant TV and what we're doing. Abundant TV continues to grow, continues to move forward, and whether you watch us on a Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, or on your favorite mobile device, which my wife loves. She loves those mobile devices and loves to be able to watch wherever. In fact, we were in the truck um last week, and it was actually Lessons for Life with Pastor Dave, and we were waiting for our pizza to come, which is shocking for those that know us, that we actually eat pizza that often, which we do, sadly enough. And we were watching Pastor Dave in the car. And the neat part about it was with the Bluetooth in the truck, we could actually put it through the speakers and watch on Kristen's phone. And it was neat. And it's great to be able to take Christian programming. You know, the times that we live in right now, Christian programming is more important than ever. We truly believe that Christian television is a part of the whole that is the Christian community, whether that's, you've got your church, and we love local pastors. And I'm sure Kristen talked about it a little bit beforehand, while I was off sharing, is that we adore churches, and you've got your local pastor, that's part of it. You've got your para organizations, and then you have Christian television. And maybe you're out there and saying, Rob, I want to watch your channel because it's different. Kristen talked about John works too much. She believes she can do that. All of the remodeling stuff that he does. I know better. I am not, that way. There's a show used to be called The Red Green Show, which that's kind of, if you know that show from PBS, you realize that's probably the way that I fix stuff. But Kristen thinks that she probably could do it, and she probably could, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't, but we want to encourage you. Check us out, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We also have a podcast that we do called The Abundance Show, and you can find that at the what is that called? The QR code right there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and I think it's just one of the things that we've had people asking us is, "How do I find the podcast?" And so, Rob, that's something that you need to talk about is how we find the podcast. One of the things that we do is every Friday we drop a new podcast, and if we talk about a particular passage. We do some teaching, and well, mostly it's teaching, but we do have discussions about the particular passage. And we've been on a series called Generally Speaking and talking about the battles. And last week we talked about the battle within. And this week we're going to talk about the battle against. And it's some really important things. And if you are, I think all of us have fight some kind of battles in our mind. And it's so important to go and fight that battle and win that battle, because that's the way that we can move forward in our life, and the plan that God has for us is to overcome. And make sure that you tune in to the Rob and Kristen show Tuesday so that you can hear what we talked about, because there's some interesting little thing that I talked about in there that I
it is.
noticed.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Hey, also, we would love, and Kristen talked about it a little bit about coming to your area. So drop a comment on places you'd like us to come and visit, shoot some video, drink some coffee. Well, at least me drink coffee, and Kristen just drink
Well,
water.
yeah. Well, if we're someplace where there's a good coffee place, make sure that you let us know. So, hi, Jim Reed. Hi, Samantha Lewis. Samantha Lewis is watching us from Kansas. And
Ah,
and we've got Jim Reed. Obviously, he's a pastor up in Michigan.
yep.
And so, Pastor Jim, if you have an idea of some places up in Michigan that we ought to go see, we're thinking about going into Frankenmuth.
And
So, and I think
also,
that's up in your area.
Holland, Michigan.
Yes.
Yes, we're
Holland
gonna
would
go
be
there.
neat
And
too.
you never know. There may be a situation where we get carried away.
Well, we're working out some different little kinds of fun details of different trips that we want to do. Um, Preferably in Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan because then we can drive there. Unless, of course, you want us to come and sing and speak at your church, and we'd be happy to do that. Just if you do, just call us or text us or send us a message here on Facebook or an email. So we would love to come and share.
Hey, one thing I wanted to talk about, and it's something that we rarely mention here on our lives, and that is that we also own SGM Radio. So if you like gospel music, go on over, check out sgmradio.com if you like gospel music and country gospel music, that kind of stuff. And if you're a DJ and you're watching this and saying, Rob, I love being a DJ, hey, hit me up. We'll work on that. We're putting new shows on SGM Radio as we speak. Not really right now because we're busy, but later. It was figurative, ladies and gentlemen.
You know something that I'm really curious about, and I would love it if we could have some people comment on this, is what is your favorite food?
Ooh, my favorite food?
Yeah, what's your favorite food?
Lasagna.
Mhm. I
And,
really
and
like
probably if
lasagna.
you're going general types, Italian and Mexican,
Yeah,
both are really close. But
yeah.
yeah,
This now when I say your favorite kind of food, if you're like me and automatically think of dessert, which is really a bad thing. So, oh, Samantha Lewis, Chinese food.
that's good. That's good. I would say for me, if I were doing a top five, I wouldn't put Chinese. I love Thai food. That's one thing living here in Ohio that I've not had is any Thai food. So
I'm surprised you like Thai food. I mean, I've tried to get you to eat Indian food, and you don't like Indian food. And I would
mm,
make it mild though, so if I'm making,
Indian food is
curry,
way too spicy for me.
mm,
That is, you know,
everything that I when we first got married, like I mean, I love to make Mexican food, but Rob thought it was too spicy, and so I had to
I was sweating. I was literally sweating.
it wasn't that spicy.
Oh,
So what's your favorite so now we have the favorite kind of food. So what's your favorite dessert?
chocolate cake. Remember a few episodes ago on our show, we made chocolate cake. We had chocolate cake and it was amazing.
Well, I'm hoping that we can visit some ice cream places this summer and put that on either TV or the YouTube channel because my favorite is ice cream. I love ice cream.
Oh, it's I love ice cream now. I didn't when we first. By the way, the comments are distracting. I'm having a hard time. I'm like I can't read them because I just they're just out of my sight range. But I'm
Well,
like curious as what people are saying.
April Metzler said that Joe Metzler is a Thai food eating brother for real.
Ah, see, and now just go back to that really quick on the whole Thai food thing. And Kristen's right. I don't like spicy, and some Thai food, oh, it will light you up like a Christmas tree. I like the mild. I go there and they're very sweet to me, and I say I want the mildest that you can make it, and then I put a whole bunch of rice on top of it, and that's what I do. But I don't know if I like getting tormented a little bit every time. But back to your story. So this story, Kristen makes first time we had Mexican food, and it was so sweet. I don't even think we were married yet. Were
I
we
don't
married?
remember.
I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, it was so hot that up on this part of my head was sweating. It
You
was
would
so, and she goes, "Oh, it's
no,
mild."
it was not hot.
I was dying over there. I
It
was
was
like, And
It was
it was either when we were just newly married or we were dating, so I couldn't say anything. I'm over there dying going,
well, I knew you thought it was too spicy. I asked you, and I said, "Is that's too spicy for you, isn't it?" And you said, "It's a little bit, but it's okay." But I knew you thought it was too spicy, so I had to tone it down.
it was
And then I'm eating it and thinking, "Man, this just doesn't have enough flavor to it."
hey, we'd love to come to your church. We can tell stories just like this and other stories. We have a neat story, and Kristen actually has the video that we have of like our whole how we met, how this all it's very cool. Coming up near our anniversary, we'll release that, and it's just a neat video. Um,
Well,
but
it
it
was it was done by my sister-in-law, Melissa. She had this idea for my bridal shower. You weren't there, but
no,
they decided that they were going to do this video, so or do this game. So she sent both of us the same exact questions, and we answered, and then at the shower, she and my niece got up and they read our answers. And so one of my other nieces was recording the whole thing. It's so interesting. So we're going to put that out somewhere closer to our anniversary coming up in September.
yes, it'll be 2 years or our third honeymoon. For those of you that follow along, for our friends up in Michigan who follow our jokes, this will
It'll
be our
be
third honeymoon.
honeymoon 3 this year.
Honeymoon 3, the return. Oh, we're so excited. But right after our honeymoon 3 is our abundant conference, September
Mhm.
16th in Perrysburg, Ohio. It is going to be so much fun. And we are so excited. And over the next few weeks, I promise you, I will actually get time enough to get the people that are going to be with us on here so you can see them live. And yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Perrysburg, September 16th. The event is free. You can't beat that. That's a great price right there. And if you're a pastor's kid like I am, free was always good. And we're going to have worship. We're going to have some speaking. Kristen's going to speak. I'm going to tell jokes. And that's
What
pretty
else
much
is
it.
new?
What else is new? Yes. I can be serious.
Uh-huh.
That's my serious face. That is.
April said, "Awesome price."
Yes, that is an awesome price. That's what for all those of us that are cheap, we like that price, and so we're super excited, and we are so thankful for each and every one of you that are watching Abundant TV. Now, coming up, oh,
Probably
somebody forgot.
Richard his song.
No, somebody forgot to turn their notifications off. That was LinkedIn, actually. Oh no, yeah, probably it could have been Richard his song, but it wasn't. Um, but we're excited. We've got some great things coming up with that. And even if you're not close, let's say you live a little ways away, come hang out with us. It is going to be so much fun. Perrysburg is great. The hotel is like in a shopping area. It looks like Levi's Commons, but it's not. It's Levin's Commons. Uh,
Levis.
whatever. I'm not from here. Um,
You are now.
I know it is. I'm an actual Ohioan now. But no, we really appreciate each and every one of you. And you know, part of what Kristen and I truly want to stress, and we talk about it at the end of every show that we do, and that is that we want you to go out and live an abundant life. It's one of the callings that we have in our life that we want people. There are so many people out there right now struggling. There are people out there that say, I'm not qualified, that they're saying, I'm not ready to be anything but just in my little hole in life. And that's not where God wants you. You know what rut is? A rut is a hole that you're in, and it's a place that you're in. And God doesn't want you there. He doesn't want you in a rut. He doesn't want you in that same place. He doesn't want you sitting there doing the same thing over and over. God has a plan for you. He has a desire for you to do something incredible. And I know that there are people out there, and there are probably people watching right now. They say, yeah, but you don't understand, Rob. You and Kristen have all this fun. You grew up in great homes. You don't know my situation. I don't. But I do know a God who loves you so much that he is going to change everything about you. And that's what's incredible. And
Mhm.
we encourage you to go out and live every day abundantly, no matter what that means. That doesn't mean money wise, that just means live every day with purpose.
That's what God wants us to do.
Yep.
He wants us to, and that's exactly it. When we say abundant, he wants us to live an abundant life. You know, we talked about this, I think last week. John 10:10 says, Satan comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. And Jesus said, I have come that you might have life and have life more abundantly. And part of stealing, killing, and destroying is stealing your peace and stealing your joy. And, you know, I got to be real honest. It's my least favorite time of the year because it's tax time. And, well, we have to pay taxes every year because I'm self-employed and so is Rob. So being self-employed, it is not fun to do taxes. And I was complaining and I don't like it. And I just always say, well, I just wish that it were. I'm like, no, we really have to learn to find joy in every one of our situations and really learn, whatever the situation is, whatever the circumstances are, that God is with us. And don't let Satan rob you of the joy of today. Don't let Satan rob you of the peace of right now, because he will try to do those things. But Jesus said that I've come to bring you life. So anytime that you start feeling negative, anytime that you start feeling defeated, anytime that you start feeling anxious, whether it's about you or whether it's about somebody in your family or a friend or your situation, those are all thoughts and feelings that are generated because of something that Satan is doing in your mind, trying to fight you a battle in your mind. And he's trying to rob you of your peace and your joy and destroy relationships. He's trying to do all of those things, but God wants you to go out and live abundantly. Overcome.
That's it. I'm hungry. It's the way we close every edition of Rob and Kristen Live is I go, I'm hungry.
Yes.
I am. I've eaten. I've only eaten once today.
Well, it's that time. It's 9 o'clock at night.
Yep. We'll go and live our abundant life and eat dinner and watch some YouTube.
Yes. And for anybody who's wondering what we're going to have for dinner, we're having veggie burgers.
Yes. Grillers, they're called.
Mhm.
And what are we having with our grillers?
Well, we don't really have anything.
Oh,
So,
we have 3-bean salad.
yes.
Anybody like 3-bean salad? Comment in the section below if you like 3-bean salad. If you do, that'd be awesome. Hey, if you've enjoyed this and you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to us. If you're not watching on YouTube, go over to YouTube. It's Abundant TV. You can find us. You can see us on there, all kinds of different stuff, and subscribe. We're growing over there, and it blows me away some days when we're growing and people watch us, because I'm always very humbled. I have to tell you, and then we're gonna get off. I'm always humbled when people watch me, because I really don't think I've always said that, even back when I worked in radio, is I was always amazed that God had people actually that were interested enough in what I was talking about to actually listen or watch. So I want to tell you this. Thank you, because I appreciate it. And I know Kristen does too. And you know what? If you've enjoyed this video and you've gotten to this point, share it with a friend. Tell them, hey, listen, these two are funny. Well, at least she's funny. He's kind of goofy. And they talk about real life stuff, because that's what we're doing. We're living our lives out in a real life way. And that's, we want you encouraged every day. And I'm going to say it one more time. We want you to go out there and live your abundant life.